Service versus commodity selling. One of the biggest disasters, in my judgment, to plague retail in the past 20 years or more is the shift away from service and toward commodity selling.
My name is Rodney. Fill it up with New Sky, Chief, sir? It can drive down the cost of driving and save you money.
Money? Yes, sir. New Sky Chief does one thing better than any other leading gasoline. It keeps valves like this from getting like this. You see, with fewer harmful deposits on your valves, you can get better mileage, and the chance of expensive repairs is much less.
Oh, well, in that case, I'll try a gallon.
Gee, thanks, Mr. Benny.
Wait a minute. How did you know I was Jack Benny?
Who else would buy 1 gallon?
Texaco sells more gasoline than anybody.
Since the 1950s, advertisers began to take over the role of educating consumers about what products would best meet their needs. Television offered the perfect medium, allowing sellers to visit people in the comfort of their living rooms and bedrooms, encouraging them to purchase brand name products with features they had been convinced were in their best interest.
Now try this new way to accent your figure. Cross your heart, see? You're suddenly shapelier. Well, that's what this new Playtex Fashion Magic Cotton Bra does. It crosses your heart with stretch to lift and separate. You're suddenly...
Prior to this paradigm shift, consumers relied on local retail purveyors and distributors to educate them on the benefits of available products. Back in the day, Ace was the place with your helpful hardware man, and you could trust your car to the man that wore the big red Texaco star. Now, my mother used to buy dresses from a local woman who had a small shop. She would purchase items with her particular customers in mind, much like a personal shopper before the term even existed. Service was expected and provided. I live in Chicago, and on a winter day, I would gladly pay a small premium to have someone pump my gas or inflate my tires. Today, advertising does all the heavy lifting, and consumers enter the retail establishment demanding products. In the 1980s, as legend has it, a couple of guys with an idea to sell branded blue jeans were able to amass about $1 million. Before they ever sewed one pair of jeans, they invested their bankroll in advertising to create demand for their Jordache jeans. This concept has perhaps reached its zenith in the new millennium, with pharmaceutical companies advertising directly to consumers and suggesting that you ask your doctor if a particular medication is right for you. Medical doctors, once considered the very pinnacle of professional expertise, are reduced to commodity drug sellers.
With Celebrex, I will play the long version.
Ask your doctor if Celebrex is right for you.
The danger of this approach to the consumer is that in many cases, it takes the needs and desires of the individual out of the equation. Ultimately, our choices are limited because the products with the largest market share get the most shelf space. There's little room for boutique items or niche markets. Largest market share does not always mean the best product wins. Does anyone remember Beta versus VHS? How about Apple versus IBM, at least in the early days? How can retailers educate consumers and help themselves at the same time in these economically challenging times? While your competitors are beating each other up on price, how about adding value by interjecting service back into the equation? Okay, I know this has been a problem in the past. I know that there are people who will use your expertise and then shop on the internet to get the best price. But you have to figure out how to shake off the commodity mindset. One place where service really pays off is in promoting multiple sales. If a person comes into your store with one product in mind, he buys it and leaves. Early in my career, I sold men's clothing, and we were taught to sell a shirt and tie with every suit. Today, in many stores, the shirts and ties are not even near the suit department, and you're lucky if there's anyone there who can help you find your next size. I have to believe that sales suffer in this environment. Consumers are spending countless hours watching cooking shows, fashion makeover shows, and home improvement shows. Yet when they enter their local grocery, department store, or home store, there's nobody there to help. It's gotten to the point that in many cases, you're hard-pressed to find the brand name commodity you're seeking, let alone a knowledgeable person to help you make an informed decision based on your personal needs and desires. In this challenging economy, no retailer can afford to let a potential sale walk out the door. A knowledgeable, customer-focused sales staff is an investment, not an expense. A professional sales staff will make you money, not cost you money. But they need education and encouragement. Not mindless, you want fries with that selling, but product knowledge that will help consumers understand what choice is best for them and the ability to make suggestions that will encourage additional sales. Have you ever bought a computer device only to find out later that you needed a USB cable? In my 20s, I was a freelance window decorator. I know for a fact that people buy what is shown to them. I recently bought a Kodak camera because I didn't know what to buy, and a rep from Kodak was in the store that day with the ability to answer my questions. Large groceries, in conjunction with their suppliers, do a pretty good job of offering food demos, but I rarely see other retailers doing anything similar. Why not ask your suppliers how they can help your staff with product knowledge, or come in and educate your consumers? If you're a retailer, large or small, hoping to survive, consider events that educate. Everyone is offering a low price. Consider adding value in the form of service. This is Reno Lovison. I'm a marketing and training consultant in Chicago and author of Turn Your Business Card into Business. You can find me at www.businesscardtobusiness.com.